Hello everybody and welcome back. Very brief. Probably should have mentioned it, but uh, we we have a match right now, as you can probably tell. CosmicKitties versus Combat Boys, and I haven't moved my replays. So while I do that, I'm Swift. With me is NightFiree. How's it going?
It's good. Excited for your second match of the day. Had a good little bit of back and forth and Iron Legends and Crusaders. That was exciting. Now we are on to CosmicKitties versus Combat Boys. Just taking a deep dive into the stats, getting my hands dirty on them numbers. And it looks like CosmicKitties, we kind of had this last time with Crusaders and Iron Legends. Crusaders had put in about 9 games already this season, and Iron Legends had played 3. And today we have, or with this matchup, we have CosmicKitties with 7 matches played, 3 challenges in the first week, and Combat Boys with just the 4. So I'm interested to see if that sort of, I don't know what you would call it, teamwork, team building, team bonding is there a little bit more with CosmicKitties because they've played a few more rounds, to the point that you're making at the end of that last cast. It just really comes down to playing with your team, getting comfortable with how they move, where they like to go, how they like to shoot. And once you start to get that familiarity, stacking becomes easier. You're more comfortable with how the person moves through spaces. So,
Right.
Curious to see if we'll see that at CosmicKitties tonight.
Yeah, and important to note that in the Combat Boys are majority, if not all, long-time players. I mean, we've seen these names in and out of VRML, but also in the Flamingo League as well that runs alongside this for combat, and actually favouring the connoisseur votes as well, 8-1 to Combat Boys. So interesting to see how they play. Of course, they used to combat, as implied by their name.
Yeah, well, with games that have been out for as long as a game like Echo has, sometimes these players, they put, upwards of 1,000 hours into the game. And so you can have players that are on a team that might be new or might be lower in the rank, and those guys can be full-on veterans. I think we have some algorithms in place that try and deter that from happening within the league. But, both these teams have been doing... Actually, you know what? I'm curious. I want to look at the how the Cosmic have been doing. Yeah, CosmicKitties has been doing well this season. They had a rough start, 2 losses to kick it off in their first 2 challenges, but they've secured a couple of, 4 out of the last 5 games they've won. So I think they may be starting to kind of get that rhythm down, and who knows? Who knows what's going to happen today? I'm interested to see what we get. It is bronze versus silver tier, if anyone's out there wondering what the MMRs are looking like. And I think we're about to start, right?
Yeah, and it seems like they are readying up. And hope I can get off of this pre-match screen, because it seems like the highlights are broken, which is completely my fault. I forgot to move the highlights out of the folder, but whatever.
Unbelievable. Hey, okay, we're still working out some of those details. I mean, yeah, dude, you're doing a job of 5 people, so I don't think anyone's holding it against you.
Yeah, I'm expecting to see a good performance from Combat Boys, but then again, I don't think I've ever seen CosmicKitties, or the majority of the names are new to me, so I have no expectations really for this match.
Their last loss was pretty rough, 27-0 against EVO.
Oof.
Yeah. But again, 21-2, 15-6, 24-21 against Iron Legends. So they did just recently beat Iron Legends. Kind of give you a little bit of an indicator where they're at on that.
Right, and I'm just gonna never mind, ignore me.
I don't want to have to do that. hearing that accent get pumped right into my ears. We need to get you a really nice bassy mic that picks up that accent even better.
With that being said, we're going into round 1. Abrupt start. But getting this one through. First is going to be the Combat Boys, getting that one first. And
no, that's Cosmic.
Oh, that's Cosmic. They're swapped around again. 1 second, and they're swapped. There you go. So they weren't swapped.
The tell for me was Cosmic Nico being up on the orange team pushing. I figured that was a good indicator.
And that's because the last teams were swapped, so I swapped them over, but I didn't unswap them. Anyway, the bomb gonna walk this one up for the Combat Boys. That's correct. And this one I'm gonna bounce up to Dirty Dan, but he's just gonna slap that one straight away, and it's gonna go back into the hands of the bomb for Combat Boys, and Bay trying to put some pressure on there for CosmicKitties, but gonna get stunned away. And this pass coming out to Kaznaz, and Kaznaz trying to walk this one through, but no. He will, oh no, bouncing it off the head of Dirty Dan there. A bit of BM happening there, but gets punished for it eventually after a steal, and now Dirty Dan looking for the clear for CosmicKitties.
You think that was an intentional bounce off the head?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I guess you could say it's a little bit of BM. The clear here is looking pretty good. They do manage to get it all the way down into the enemy zone. A quick stack, and just like that, Combat Boys with an open net secure themselves a nice 2-point lead. But I don't know. I think this is going to be a close one. Cosmic have been quick in reacting. They've been right alongside the Combat Boys in most situations, and I want to see how they square up when they go on the offense here. They got plenty of time. 8:20 left in first round.
Yeah, and this one's going to be slapped away, but not quite able to recollect on it there, and actually will get the steal as well, but Dual Game stealing it straight back for Combat Boys, getting that one cleared away, and almost making the shot as well off of the top. But Dual Game trying to pick this one up. No, it's going to be Dirty Dan, and he's going to get that one cleared away for CosmicKitties.
Oh, that was a great clear. All the way down to the enemy zone. Stack could push up and snag it, and they do try and get there in time. Does get the disc, does make the shot. The solo push by CP Wines ties things up 2-2.
And a great push from the CosmicKitties. A good steal when the Combat Boys were really least expecting it. Just getting back on the defense, assuming they had plenty of time, and they certainly didn't. CosmicKitties taking advantage of that and getting the goal.
A little bit of a traded stun here. The disc slapped up into the zone of Combat Boys. All 4 here to defend that net, and the clear in place. Nicely done. Stack down here to retrieve. Just like that, Combat Boys on the offense.
Yeah, and this pass going to be to the bomb, but it's going to get intercepted yet again by CP Wines, but intercepted a couple more times. Dirty Dan taking that one, and another stun coming through. And the bomb taking this one up to Kaznaz, trying to put this one through. Dual Game looking for this one, passing it back to Kaznaz. That's beautiful passing play by the Combat Boys.
We want to talk about that triangle formation being an effective tool when you get up into that range of goal. That was an excellent job utilizing that triangle passing, and I mean, really nice execution from Combat Boys to get themselves a lead.
Yeah, and joining us in the chat, we've got Nico Sprite. Not sure if the Nico is a representative of the Nico in Cosmic Nico's name, but there you go. Schlart, sup guys, sup, and Emil saying hey boys.
I appreciate you guys hanging out, watching matches. I think we're going to have another one go live on VRML 1 shortly, so if you want to get that multi-stream fired up and watch mini matches of VRML action, you can. Shot on goal just goes a bit wide there from Combat Boys. Here comes another one. The follow-up on the back end from Dual Game gets them that 2-pointer.
Yeah, and that's just a really good shot, actually being pressured by quite a few players there. So a very good job to stay calm on that one.
CosmicKitties back on the offense, see if they can get themselves up here. Great pass off of the get-go there. Does get intercepted by the goalie. Great job denying that from being set up. Doesn't get the clear that they're looking for, but disc in hand of Combat Boys. Nice intercept by Cosmic Nico. Prevents that from being cleared down into his side. Keeps things in the zone of Combat Boys. The offense still getting pressured here by CosmicKitties as the clear comes in.
And actually, it might be a shot there, looking for the boop shot off the top, but not quite going to make it. Bomb, though, recovering, and he is going to make that three-pointer from 13 meters away.
Just in the corner of the goal, but a nice shot nonetheless. Oh, this is Combat Boys starting to run away with a little bit of a lead. And at this point, you know, if you are CosmicKitties, they had a good start. They were competing in the first 4 minutes. You know, maybe you just kind of call this round a wash. You know, you have 4:20 left to push in and try and secure some points. So it's certainly not quite out of the works yet, but they don't get they can let in another goal here. You know, maybe just kind of try and clear this round from your brains.
Yeah, and this one going to be walked out from Dual Game, actually throwing it straight up. I think he was looking for a self pass there, trying to get it past the defense. Not quite going to work though, and Ready Up going to take this one, try to clear it down, but it's just going to get intercepted yet again.
Good denial of that goal, clears it out. Bay 53 going to have an easy coast up here as the stack does come in. The shot on goal is just a bit high. Had an open net opportunity. The stack follows up here on the side of CosmicKitties. Another shot on goal and a great defensive snag.
Yeah, I mean, take a look at that save yet again. And it was an absolutely outstanding shot there, putting it under his hand, and there goes Kaznaz with that one, taking the shot. And not gonna be able to replay that one, but that one
a replay within a replay.
Purely from the stack of Combat Boys, showing that I mean, even though they come from, I guess, a different game mode, the stack of course stays between game modes, and the player hitbox is slightly different, I think, across the characters, but it's the same sort of action, and it probably translates over very well, and we see that come into play right there for the Combat Boys, just beating them to the stack, and I mean, ultimately that's the experience from. It doesn't matter what game mode that that they're playing. They're playing the same. They get the same game, so that experience is obviously carrying over. And these players have obviously played a fair bit of arena in their time as well. So
yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then CosmicKitties have been looking good. You know, they've been doing a good job of, in my opinion, kind of passing that disc around. And again, before this lead really started to get out of hand, they were doing a great job of contesting against this Combat Boys team. So again, I don't think they're out of it. I think round 2 things could shake up, but 2 minutes left, 2-13. It is a tall order to try and come back from this one for CosmicKitties, to say the least.
Yeah, especially if this QB isn't quite going to be successful. Going to be Dual Game taking this one for the Combat Boys yet again, and going for the three-pointer, but nice save there from Cosmic Nico. But just going to get it again, in fact, goes off the head of Cosmic Nico, and unfortunately, going off the head, it's still a three-pointer from 8 meters.
Good follow-up from them, and Combat Boys looking good right here. They've done a great job keeping the pressure on CosmicKitties for most of this round, and ever since that goal came in for CosmicKitties, they have not allowed them to score a single point. They have been consistently putting them up on the board, and it's a great way to get momentum set up for the second round. What could have been another goal there, just barely denied. I think that was off the head there, as Dirty Dan is able to clear. Nope, can't quite clear. Kaznaz is able to prevent that one from going into his team's side. Pass coming in onto the back end, intercepted by Nico. Nice denial here, and another clear to the center.
Kaznaz going to walk this one up for Combat Boys again with another pass. Dual Game going to go for the bounce shot from the diamond there.
Wow. Couple of dirty three-pointers getting scored here by Combat Boys, really pushing their lead up quite a bit. And 30 seconds left. That's it for CosmicKitties in the first round, but you know how it feels to be down around like this. You know, what do you
Right.
do mentally to come into that second round and not just be feeling down as a team?
Yeah, it takes like a complete mental reset. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
expecting them to take the full minute between rounds
Mhm.
to have a reset here, and seems like they may have even more time as Combat Boys loses a player towards the end of that round. Luckily, not CosmicKitties losing the player, because I can imagine how that would feel.
It's just just piling on to the situation that they're in right now. But he quickly reconnected back into lobbies, so maybe it won't be too long of a pause. Probably just that minute between rounds. Uh, what are you discussing right now? If you're CosmicKitties, what do you got to do differently? Just land your pass the disc better. Like what's the change up you got to do here if you're Cosmic?
It's certainly going to be difficult. Um, there's a lot of things that they have to change, and I mean overall the stack isn't quite as fast, um, and I mean the passes aren't really as online, but I mean the majority of things are coming from the experience that Combat Boys have had.
Sure.
So it's gonna be very difficult. They're gonna have to try and break the stack here, plenty of times, and try to get the hand on them that way.
You know, I thought they were definitely going to be a fast team based off of how they got out of the gate. Their launch was very fast at the start of that first round. And again, if they can start it off with a lead, get this disc in their hands right away, it's going to be the best chance to kind of shift momentum into their favor. As we hop into round two, the launch underway, the joust goes into the favor of Combat Boys. There are two here to defend. Intercept goes missed there as he shifts angles. The pass to the center, the shot on goal, and a nice two-pointer from Kaznaz keeps things rolling for Combat Boys. I think that's 21 unanswered points.
Yeah, and oh dear, it looks like my the score from round one hasn't saved for some reason. I believe it was 19 to 2.
Yep.
So with that said, this one coming down for CosmicKitties, able to get that one all the way down, but it's just going to be recollected yet again by Combat Boys.
It seems to be the accuracy of the clears is definitely a factor in these teams where, you know, that was a great clear from Combat Boys, got it out of the zone, didn't hit any of the surrounding debris. They get right up in there with their stack. There's 4 on an open net. Just a quick play there from the Combat Boys. And again, it is that familiarity with the mechanics. They just seem to be a little bit more comfortable when it comes down to it.
Yeah, and I mean it's really kicking them up this game quite clearly. Even on the shots, you can see how confident they are. And I think it's really important as a side note to not really be hesitant, because the more that you're hesitant, the kind of more you miss your shot, because the more you put yourself under pressure. I think that's what's happening quite a lot with CosmicKitties, and the shots that are coming out of CosmicKitties, as well as maybe even the stacks and
Wow.
that's not going to help.
The old midfield toss, 50-meter goal for Combat Boys. Long range sniper shot comes in, and this is looking like it's gonna be a Combat Boys round 2 if they keep this momentum going.
Yeah, and that is some momentum builders right there. That is a shot that'll just pile on.
That's so true.
For both teams, going completely the opposite way. Combat Boy is now going to feel elated with themselves, and actually no, going to get denied that. Kaznaz with the save, stealing it back, but then getting the ding on the dunk. So unfortunate they're not going to be, and I think it's exactly what's happening there. They're kind of putting themselves under pressure so much so that they're not making shots that they should. Speaking of not making shots that you should. Ready up, dinging that one off the post, and the bomb trying to get this one around, but not quite going to work out, and Dirty Dan's going to try and clear this one away. Going to bounce off the block though for Kaznaz, and Ready Up's going to take it, but a nice steal yet again for Dirty Dan, and he's going to make this clear.
A little bit of a spin move and a round the back maneuver going on there as they tried to push in from Combat Boys. Definitely demonstrating that comfortability with the mechanics of the game, and Kaznaz has been a serious threat the entire series. He's been making great bounce shots like that. He's saved goals from going in. When he was goalie, he has been a, dare I say, MVP for the Combat Boys today as they continue to try and push their lead up here. 3 in zone. The passing just missed by both of them on Combat Boys. The clear goes kind of wonky there, and now it's into the hands of Kaznaz again.
And,
Someone you don't want to have the disc.
And a couple Bible thumps in the chat, showing I'm assuming support for CosmicKitties. It's quite difficult to see the shots being missed that kind of shouldn't be because of the pressure that's being put on them right now, and they just need to mentally reset, which of course is the easiest thing to say and the hardest thing to do. So we'll see if they can do anything about that. But yeah, CosmicKitties, they have some great ideas. They're trying to get some great passes thrown. It's just they're not landing a lot of the time, and the bomb gonna put this one in for the 3. And it actually proves the point that I said last game, once the round had ended, that the CosmicKitties, they're not playing the perma-goalie strategy that we're seeing a lot of the newer players play. But I think in this case it actually ends up hurting them, because they're taking a lot of 3 points, and because they don't have the teamwork. I'm not. Oh, and another shot comes through for Kaznaz. They don't have the team chemistry quite yet to be able to boost back in time. So they keep losing the disc, and then they're not able to get back into their half. So in this sense, I would actually recommend maybe staying back a little bit more until you're confident that you can definitely get your stack back in time.
It's almost like, how do you prepare as a team for this? You know, these guys have been putting in the rounds. They've been winning more than they've lost. And I think, interestingly enough, their losses seem to be these kind of blowout losses. And so I just wonder if maybe that's something that you got, that, you know, as a squad, you have to look at, analyze, and go, okay, look, hey, when the scores are real bad, we tend to let things just kind of snowball. And
Right.
to your point, again, it's just that mental reset that's so hard to do. And you know, again, as you get experience, it's something you go, okay, yeah, look, when we're down and we got to do this, we have to change something. You know, we can't keep just throwing our heads at the wall and hoping something sticks. So certainly a learning chance for both of the teams that have lost today, and they look good. These squads they're not the run of the mill Echo Arena player. That's for dang sure. They're fast. The stacks are there for the most part from both teams. The passing is great. The shots on goal are pretty good from both squads. So certainly, you know, a good level of play right here for where we are. I mean, bronze versus silver matchup just goes to show you kind of depth of talent there is in the league. And Combat Boys really piling on. I think they're trying to push in for that mercy at this point.
Yeah, I mean, assuming that, well, shouldn't really assume that they're not going to come back, but just judging by the what we've seen this round, and they're not quite able to get this one on the QB either. I think what they should take from this game, the most important thing is that you don't beat yourself up over these matches,
Right.
and instead they take what they kind of steal ideas from the other team because they're playing against them. Oh, and this will be the mercy win for the Combat Boys. So unfortunately, not able to get anything done there. But they need to look over this game. These are the most important matches that you have to look over. You have to look at what the other team's doing, and because more experienced teams like this will be the teams that exploit your defense as soon as they see a little bit of a divide in the defense. So
Yeah.
and in the offense as well. As soon as they see gaps in the offense, they're gonna exploit it. And the teams like this is really what you've got to prepare with, because I mean this is the easiest way to see your what's wrong in your team.
It's one more thing that you can kind of do with your team too. That's fun to do. You know, you sit down with everyone in a Discord channel. You sync up. You start the match at the same time, and you all watch it together. and sort of discuss what you're all seeing at the same time. It's a fun way to just kind of go back and watch your matches. I do definitely recommend you do it with your team because you just get a bit better conversation amongst yourselves in terms of what you can improve on. So yeah, a fun couple of matches today though. Good bit of back and forth in the first series we watched, and then here Combat Boys really just demonstrating a mastery of the mechanics, and a fun set of matches today on ML2 for sure.
Yeah, of course.
On that note, I think we are live right now on VRML 1. We'll probably end up passing the host off to that channel. I believe we don't have another one immediately coming up. Am I right on that?
You are correct on that. The one that I was actually meant to be doing is happening right now because the last match took a little bit longer than expected. So that match is running on VRML 3. And of course, VRML 1 is Meta versus Astro. VRML 3 is that game we're talking about, Mexicans in the Mist versus Riot. So go show those guys some love. With that being said, I've been Swift, that's been NightFiree. And thank you to all of our sponsors, I said them last time. You know who you are. Thanks all the viewers,
Sure did.
Thanks all the support, the moderators. And we see you all next time, stay safe, and love each other, is what Palador says.
It's a good saying.